Hey guys, Happy New Year and welcome to the first video of the year for the Blue Bridge. So today I'm talking about our defence, so let's get into it. I know, I said I was going to wear my coat, but I just couldn't be bothered to go and get it today. So, that's the first resolution out of the window. Didn't take long, did it? But anyway, today I'm going to be talking about the defence. I touched on the attack yesterday and the midfield. A correction, I think I said Chukwuemeka when I was mentioning the midfield, but you guys probably know I meant Ugwu, who's someone we can recall from his loan move into Southampton. So let's get that out of the way first of all. So as I said yesterday, imbalanced midfield, an engine room where we've just got two players. We've got a player we cannot rely on because he can't stay fit, and that's in Lavia. Up front, not enough variation, especially up top and the number 9 role, having to be forced to play Nkuku out of position. And so today I'm going to be touching on our defence. It's a really inexperienced defence, error-prone goalkeeper, and as I said, a defence we've got no real leadership qualities. After Silva went, we lost that bit of leadership at the back. It's important to have a good defence. I keep harping on about Liverpool, how they conceded lots of goals and they were never really taken seriously as title contenders until two key positions, Alisson and Van Dijk, were purchased, and that elevated them, took them up to the next level. And I think we need to really get in a top level defender who is available, who can catapult us to that next level that we need. So if we sort of take a look at our defence at the moment, I'm going to first touch on a young guy, Acheampong. I mentioned him the other day. The manager says he trusts him, he relies on him, but he doesn't play him. So that doesn't send out the right message for me. He had opportunities to play him or even take him off the bench in the last 2 games, but he's just sat on the bench idle, doing nothing. So you either give him minutes or you send him out on loan for more experience. It was one of those two things. Because that's the thing I hate. We've given promises to these guys. They've signed contracts. Then you go behind. You do not make good on your promises, and you revert to type. And that's the thing I don't want to see with Maresca, because we saw that with a lot of our other managers in the past, where they've used seniority above performances. So you got underperforming players like Disasi, who they prefer to that rather than giving a chance to a young player. And the fan base, we all say as a fan base, if a young player makes a mistake, we can accept that because we know that he's going to grow and learn. But when you've got a experienced player making mistakes, it's unacceptable. I know I'm not, and some people may say, hold on, Max, you are kind of contradicting yourself, because first of all you're crying for experience, and now you're saying why is the younger players not playing? But when I'm talking about experience, I'm talking about quality experience, because when you've got a player like Disasi, who's always got a mistake in him, not under no pressure at all, giving away silly passes, that's not a good example to set for the younger players. And that's not the type of experience that we need. We need quality experience. Somebody who is apparently showing great leadership qualities, because we hear a lot about him in the boys talk about him a lot in the changing room, and what he brings is Tosin. Tosin brings a wealth of leadership to the team. Obviously, we don't see that because it's all behind the scenes. We hear about it, I said, but the problem with Tosin is, as he's got that quality, he's got that leadership, but again, he lacks short of that quality. He lacks a yard of pace to be a top class defender. His passing is quite good, I did say he had a good game against Fulham, but looking back, I've got to retract that statement slightly, because he was at fault for the Fulham goal, the equaliser. He was ball watching. He allowed Harry Wilson to go without reacting, and good defenders react to those situations. And so he needs to improve as well, because he's got a mistake in him as well. You can't improve on pace. That's, you either got it or you haven't. But he's not a top quality defender. He's not bad. I think of that match saving tackle he did against Brentford. Was it Brentford, the block, or Everton? Everton, sorry. But consistently, is he good enough to allow us to challenge for the league? I don't think so. So moving on to the other defender, Levi Colwill. Again, another young player. A lot of our fan base have unfairly said he's not good enough. I think he is good, but he's still growing into the game. He still needs to learn. That game against Fulham, I'm giving him as much blame as I'm giving Tosin as well. If he has stepped up, Harry Wilson is offside. You've got to read the line. You've got to be in line with your defenders. It was him who dropped back and played Wilson into an offside position. I always say, because I am a Lions official when my son plays football, I'm always saying, giving advice to the defender who's on the far side. I said, look, if you are on the far side and step up, because you can't influence the game. You're not going to come across to the striker. You've got too much ground to cover. But if you step up, then there's a chance that the striker can be offside. So just step up. Don't do anything. Just step up. 9 times out of 10, he's offside. And that's the thing with Colwill. He wasn't influenced. The ball had gone when he saw where the play was, and the cross was going to come in. Had he not dropped his lines and just stayed, or stepped up a bit, then leave the job to the people behind you. You're not influencing the play because the ball's going over your head. So just step up and know your lines. And again, that comes from communication, because obviously if Tosin or Disasi or someone had told him to step up, then yeah, as a defender you do need that communication as well. Cucurella needs a bit of cover, because he's doing well, but when he's not playing, we kind of lack a little bit. And I'm never one for playing Levi Colwill as a left back. It doesn't work. So and obviously we've brought in Vega. I know Vega wasn't playing last time for technical reasons or something, but is Vega going to be good enough in the long term? Probably. We'll see. But at the moment, he's got a lot of proving to do. I had him as my sign of the season a few months ago when I did it, but since that I kind of was duped, actually, to be honest, and I put my hand up when I do make a mistake, because I was kind of getting carried away with his performances against lesser opposition. So anyone can look good against your Noahs and your Shamrock Rovers and Barrows and teams of that lower ilk, but it's how you perform against top opposition. And again, he's yet to prove himself in the Premier League playing against top opposition. Not to say there isn't potential there, but he's still got a lot of growing to do in the game. One defender we have brought back is Ansel Minio. When I say brought back, we bought him from Boca Juniors, and we've taken him, we loaned him to them for the season, but we've decided to bring him into the squad for January. He's meant to be a promising centre half. I've seen the clips I've seen of him. I haven't seen him in the full 90, so I can't fully judge him. But from the clips that I've seen him play, he does look really good. But again, it's got that adjustment period. Don't expect him to come in and be the answers to our defensive problems, because he's going to need time, as I said, to adjust. Not sure whether he's going to stay with us or go to Strasbourg. There's conflicting reports about that. But so him coming in would be, as I said, a bonus, but that's someone for the future again, and not for the right now. And it's just, as I said, we've just hasn't got the availability. Fofana, I think, ticks a lot of the boxes, but he just never fit. And the same thing with Badiashile. Badiashile, he's been up and down, but again, he's never fit. And that's what I'm saying. 3 of our defenders, Reece James is another one. So 3 of our defenders are not available, and availability is key when you're looking at forming the partnership. And we've messed about with our defence, especially the centre-back pairing, quite a lot this season. And when you do that, you don't get that understanding. Defensive pairings are about understandings. I think, as I said, the Colwill-Fofana one was beginning to get some legs. They were, Fofana's got the pace that we need, especially when we're playing that high line. He can defend wide areas. Colwill's got that passing ability. Needs to strengthen up, as I said. That's another thing I said about Colwill. He does need to toughen up on the ball, because he's just brushes aside way too easily. The way Delap treated him, not only Delap, others treat him. John Terry, he was somebody who didn't allow strikers to bully him. So if we're looking at Colwill and saying that he's going to be our future John Terry, he needs to toughen up. He needs to get stronger, work in the gym, now to use his body a bit more, because, as I said, he's a bit too easy to brush past at times. So that's my other criticism about Colwill. Anyway, that's my case against the defence, or should I say, or for. What do you think? Anything I've missed, stick it in the comment section below. So Happy New Year once again, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you'll be notified every time I make a new video. So take care. Bye-bye.